Okay, we can start the question and answer session. There is a new recording now going on because that first recording was for 1 hour. Please ask questions. Anil sir is there. He's a very knowledgeable person. And Chatrika Miss is there. Daya sir also may be there. Today Dilipa Miss couldn't make it. This is the final opportunity that you get to ask questions, to get the gray areas. Everything should be crystal clear to you because you have to prepare for your exam. Thank you. Even from the chat box, you can chat and ask questions. Anil, no one is asking questions. Excuse me, Anil.
They might have lots of questions to ask. I don't know why they are not asking any question. And you have your vivas also. So if you want anything to clarify, you can ask.
And there is the chat box facility also.
Yeah. If you don't like to ask, you can drop a message. You don't have any question. Everything is very clear to them, I think, as I guess.
Anil, students are not asking any questions.
Yeah, that's what I think so. You just gave how to say very detailed, elaborative analysis about qualitative research and all these things. So yeah, dear students, just if you have any question, you can directly ask, or otherwise post question in the chat box. And like sometimes when you heard the lecture, like it talks about different aspects compared to quantitative approach. Sometimes maybe because of the terminology we use and all, you may feel that it could be something difficult or different. Of course, it's different, but it's not difficult, but it's a different discipline that brings out some meaningful things in terms of research. So always we recommend qualitative research for anybody. Mainly here we talk about students who wants to think from a critical perspective, a questioning perspective, interrogating perspective, right? So that is the real, I mean, idea behind this particular research. Instead of believing in things, this research approach helps you to know things. So therefore, there is a paradigm shift also from believing to knowing. but still to great extent our society and including ourselves, we live in a believing society without knowing why it is and how it happens. So everything, if you take your day-to-day life, your culture, religious practices, and so many things, if you do a careful analysis, that also can be taken if someone wants as a research. So many beliefs are there, but the qualitative approach does not simply believe. So that is additional thing that I want to highlight and encourage you guys to be aware of the improving your knowledge about qualitative research is it's a kind of platform for you guys to improve your interrogatory ability, to enhance your boundary of knowledge from that particular perspective, knowing things, because we will that might help you. Maybe now we also claim we live in a knowledge society, right? So in a knowledge society, if you improve your competencies with believing tools, sometimes maybe so dangerous, like you can question it. So therefore, what I would tell you, from qualitative research helps you to improve your competencies in this knowing society, knowing things by especially because knowledge can be obtained from other sources as well. But this qualitative research helps you to do that by questioning things, observing things, interpreting things, by realizing things. So this is the whole gamut of this qualitative research, and therefore we encourage because you guys are the people who take charge in the country's leadership or maybe different position in future, because finally the future is yours. So you can do good things for the society, and so it is good if you can improve this research capacity. Therefore, try to do a good research in your that particular subject, like the producing this dissertation as well. And as far as the examination is concerned, also what matters, and lots of learning outcomes may have. Learning outcomes are given in the course outline, especially when you face a qualitative type question. What matters is your logical reasoning, explanation, justification, and interpretation. So those are the things. If you can inculcate these things in your mindset of looking at a qualitative the research question, then you are really better off. You are like so. Then you are confident enough. So you can't simply by heart something and reproduce this. Some correction definition may be there, but to great extent, success depends on this. So that's what just I want to just simply summarize. So again, whenever you have free time, listen to Dr. Sanjeevani's today's lecture. It elaborates everything within the scope of qualitative research. And as she mentioned, she did not seem to talk about qualitative research because the qualitative research was compared to quantitative. Therefore, you have a greater opportunity of getting a very good idea about this research aspect. But nevertheless, if you have any question, we can ask others are also there. Dr. Ananda, Dr. Chaturika, and even Dr. Dilipa, all are here. If you have any question, please feel free to ask.
There is a question from a student. The student asks, for case study research, can we take cases from several organizations in the relevant industry, or should we select only one organization?
Yeah, I think anybody can answer. Just the answer is straightforward. Actually, you can take several cases as well, no problem. That is what we call cross case analysis. It depends on your time and your objective. As long as your research objective, the cases relate to your objective, you can go for several cases. There is no hard and fast rule that you have to do 1 or 2. It depends. I mean, just I gave you, yeah. Yes, Sanjeevani.
Comparative studies can be done, and it will give you some rich insights if you could do that. And that is what I told you about 5 companies relevant to the sophistication of management accounting practice. Small companies, large companies, and it can be from the same industry, different industry. So many comparisons could be done, and more you do so, more new insights could be obtained. Any more questions, please? We are more than happy to answer. This is your final opportunity.
Yeah, I think if there are no questions, we can wind up the session, I suppose.
Are you sure that we will
I will also be
leave the
leaving now.
meeting?
Yeah. Anyway, just continue. I'll be leaving. Huh? Okay.
Okay, Anil, thank you very much. But Dayasa is there, right? Dayasa is there. Dayasa can answer. He's also a very knowledgeable person. Please, students, this is your final opportunity. No more questions? Then shall we leave the meeting? Yes or no? Shall we leave the meeting? Shall I end the meeting? Yes or no? Can somebody say? Yes or no?
Yeah, they are not.
Oh, yeah. Chatrika Miss is also there.
Yeah, I was
Yes,
listening.
sir.
I think everything clear to them. I think, Miss.
Oh,
That's-
crystal
they,
clear.
they don't have any question
Then
to
we
ask.
will get a lot of A passes this time.
Of course. Now, in a Viva, even they may be having some questions too. That's why I told them to ask any
Yeah.
question you may encounter.
Yeah, that's the thing.
They have several questions to us, but I don't know why they are not raising.
Chatrika Miss is there, Dayasa is there, I am there to answer your questions. Anil sir enlightened you all and left the meeting. Do you have any more questions? Then shall we end the meeting?
I think better enemies.
Then I shall end the meeting. Thank you very
Thank you.
much.
Yes,
Wish you
thank you.
all the best and hope all good things would come your way. Bye.